Hello everyone, my name is Rora Vanessa Angrenis and I'm from Group Streptococcus sp. I want to uh, presentation about particle test of biology. So from for a learning objective, we will explain about human productive system, human reproductive organs, genetic and genetic types. First is human reproductive system. First is definition. The human reproductive system is an organ system that has the responsibility to produce offspring through the role of internal and external organs, hormones, and fluids in the body of each gender. Human gender divided by two, male and female. So, I'm sorry, I don't give the picture because the Wi-Fi is cannot. First is for male organs, names and function. First, we have testes or testicles. Is function for produce sperm and testosterone, and epididymis stores and matures sperm. Vas deferens carries sperm from the epididymis to the ejaculatory duct, and seminal vesicles produce fluid that is part of semen. Prostate gland produce fluid that is part of semen. Urethra transport urine and semen. Penis, the organ that delivers sperm into the female reproductive tract during sexual intercourse. Pubic bone, weight transfer, pelvic stability, and protection of internal organs. Rectum, as a as a temporary storage area for feces before defecation, and ejaculatory duct transport sperm and seminal fluids from the vas deferens and seminal vesicles into the urethra. And the last is scrotum to protect the testicles and regulate their temperature for optimal sperm production. And next we go to female organs. So we have ovaries, produce eggs and female hormones or estrogen and progesterone. Oviduct or fallopian tube carries the egg from the ovary to the uterus and is where fertilization usually happens. Ovarian ligament support the ovary and uterus within the pelvis. Uterus, where a fertilized egg implants and grows during pregnancy. Endometrium, the lining of the uterus that thickness for potential pregnancy and sheaths during menstruation. Cervix, the lower narrow end of the uterus that opens into the vagina, and vagina connect the uterus and cervix to the outside of the body, used for intercourse and childbirth. And the last is fimbriae, catch the egg that one of your ovaries releases during ovulation. And next to menstrual phases. First is uterine shedding, the thick lining of the uterus that has been prepared for pregnancy is shed because fertilization does not occur. A second is bleeding. Menstrual blood comes from the shedding of the uterine lining, uterine wall cells, and mucus. The third is symptoms. Women may experience abdominal cramps, back pain, mood swing, changes in appetite, head chest, or other symptoms. And four is hormonal changes. The hormones estrogen and progesterone decrease during this phase. which causes the shedding of the uterine lining. And the last is affect and on ovulation. If fertilization does not occur, the luteal phases will end, and a new follicular phases will begin with the release of a new egg, menstrual phase. And next we go to disease and how to mention the reproductive system. We divided to two table, and each table have five meaning. First is five diseases of the reproductive organ. First is HIV. Second is syphilis. Third is cervical cancer. Fourth is endometriosis, and the last is prostatitis. And five, protect the reproductive organ. First is maintain intimate organ hygiene. Second is avoid casual sex and use condoms. Third is avoid smoking and alcohol. Fourth is eat nutritious food and drink enough water. And last is exercise regularly and avoid excessive stress. And next we go to genetic. Explore how genetic mutation and natural selection occur. As first is sequence to genetic. We have four as we call cell, and we go to nucleus, chromosome, and DNA. What are genes? Genes are small units of information inside our cells that have contained instruction for how our bodies develop and function. They code for traits like our eyes color, hair color, and age. Where do our genes live? Genes are segments of DNA located or structure called chromosomes. Chromosomes are long, thread-like structure made up of DNA and proteins. They carry many genes are found inside the nucleus of our cells, and there are 46 chromosomes in humans. And next is what is DNA? DNA is a molecule that carries genetic information in living organism. It looks like a twisted ladder or double helix, and it's found inside the nucleus of our cell. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. And what is RNA? RNA is a copy or a transcription of DNA. So RNA stands for ribonucleic acid. And what is different between DNA and RNA? So first difference is nucleotides. In DNA, nucleotides is adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. And for RNA, adenine, guanine, cytosine, and uracil. And number of chain in DNA is 2 and in RNA is 1. And for location, DNA is mostly in the nucleus or nucleosoid, but also in mitochondria. And in RNA is mainly in the cytoplasm. And composition is DNA in deoxyribose and RNA is ribose. And for the shape, DNA is storing genetic information and RNA is transformed and transport proteins. Next, we go, why do we need genes? We need genes because they contain the instruction for building and maintaining our bodies. They also play a crucial role in passing traits from parents to children through reproduction. And now a law of inheritance. This boy or this guy is named Gregor Johann Mendel. Mendel's law of inheritance explains how traits are passed from parent to offspring and consists of two main laws: the law of segregation or first Mendel, and the law of independence assortment in second Mendel. First Mendel laws in the formation of gamete cells, allele pairs of the same gene will separate separately. In the second Mendel's law, in the crossing of two or more traits, the inheritance of these traits will occur independently, meaning that one trait will not affect the inheritance of the other traits. And now we go to monohybrid cross, a cross between two individuals but with one different trait. For the not dominant trait that covers another trait, recessive coverage trait. And for the example is monohybrid cross. Allele for the big B is for blue or dominant. For small b is for white or recessive. Yeah, genotype. For genotype is big B, double big B is blue flower, and and small b is for white flower. Yeah, and we go to the table. We can see in gametes is B, a big double big B here, and the small b in down. And if we mix, is B, big B and big and small b, big B and small b, big B and small b, and so on. And the hybrid cross, a cross between two individuals but with two different traits. For the not homozygous condition in which an individual has two identical alleles for a particular gene, heterozygous condition in which an individual has two different alleles for a particular gene, one dominant and one recessive. For the example, here we have big Y, and we mix to small Y, and if we mix it to be big Y, small y, big R, and small r. If we if we if we divide to be gamete is to be big Y and big R, small y and big R, big Y and small y and small r. If we make to be the table, is to be like this. For the phenotype, if you always change the name or something, it will be same. The number is it will be 9331. You can try if you didn't trust it. And next to inheritance of traits. Uh, in Inheritance of traits, also known as heredity, is the process of passing traits from parents to their offspring. Uh, Inheritance of traits describes how certain characteristics, such as eye color, age, or, or a tendency to diseases, can be passed from one generation to the next. Genes act as unit of genetics information that control these characteristics. The process of inheritance of living creatures or living creatures that mate and reproduce will go through the process of fusion of sperm cells or male cells with egg cells or female cells. Egg cells and sperm cells each carry their own genes and or chromosomes. The result of this fusion is a zygote. The zygote that is formed contains a combination of genes and chromosomes from the parent. This explains how the characteristic and physicality of the parent can be can be inherited to their offspring or the children. And chromosome types and their role in inheritance of traits. Chromosomes are structures shaped like a collection of fine threads that function as carriers of genetic information from parents to their offspring, consisting of nucleic acid, namely DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid, and proteins. And types of inheritance. Inherited traits include a variety of physical and behavior characteristics. First is physical genetic. We can see in eye color, from the height, from skin color, face shape, hair shape, or lobe type. And inherited disorders we can see in sickle cell anemia, hemophilia, thalassemia, color blindness. And from conclusion, the human reproductive system plays a crucial role in the continuation of life, enabling humans to reproduce and pass on genetic information to future generations. It consists of specialized reproductive organs in males and females, each with distinct distinct function essential for fertilization and the development of offspring. Alongside the physical system, genetics plays a vital part in determining inherited traits such as eye color and even the risks of certain diseases. Humans inherit genes from both parents, and this genes comes in different types or forms known as alleles. The combination of these genetic types influence an individual's unique characteristics. Overall, understanding the reproductive system and genetics help us appreciate the complexity of human development and the continuity of life. So that's all from me. Thank you so much. Bye bye.